15%.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Cindy Laverty Show. Thanks so much for joining us today. I am here with Zoran Balbus, and we're talking about Soul Space, his new book, Soul Space. If you have any interest in really transforming your life or creating a home environment, because we live in our homes a lot, and this takes you beyond just living there. You can dwell there and feel good there. So pick up this book. Zoran, this book is available everywhere, right?
It is.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
All right. So you can get it on Amazon. You have a website, don't you?
Yes, it's soulspace.com.
Imagine. All right. So after we've cleaned out and we've gone room by room and we've taken this step by step and we've gone slowly with our process, because I'm sure the cleaning out part is difficult, the clearing away. It actually wasn't that difficult for me when I started doing it. It felt really good and freeing. Then we moved to the cleansing part of the book. What happens during that phase?
Well, on the cleansing phase, it's about cleansing, on many different levels. It's, the energy of the space. It's the actual physical objects. It's actually, what have we decided to keep that needs to be repaired. So that's even in the cleansing phase.
Uh-huh.
What's important in the cleansing phase is that since we've released all the things that we know that no longer serve us and we're left with the things that we love, it's then important to really reconnect to each of those things by caring for them again.
Right.
And reconnecting and bonding with them in a way that we haven't in a while. So in cleansing, it really is about, caring for ourselves through caring for our objects and our environment.
Oh, that's so nice. Now, then there's 8. Are there 8 phases here? I'm looking in the book.
Yes.
Help me out.
Yes, there's eight stages altogether.
Okay. So we have the assess, we have the release, we have the cleanse. Now, dream. Let's just do a little brief thing about dream.
So dreaming is actually a really fun one. Dreaming and discovering are really fun stages. Especially during these financial, difficult times for many people.
Yes.
All of us have disconnected from our dreams because we're so busy just surviving.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to reconnect to our dreams so that we can move towards them. And in the dreaming phase, I talk about we have creating a dream board and the steps in which to create a dream board.
I know. What's the difference between a dream board and a vision board? Because I think I like a dream board better.
Well, I would say that a vision board and a dream board are very similar.
Uh-huh.
I think a vision board is really about, creating your dream, and I just call it a dream board.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really about ways to really connect to what do you want your life to become?
Right.
What experiences do you want to have? What kind of relationships do you want to have? What's the style and type of environment you really want to be living in? Have you explored, antique stores or modern stores? If you've only been modern, have you gone to other neighborhoods to, explore? It's about exploring and getting outside of our boxes so that we can actually breathe a little bit deeper and dream a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
So
I'm always so amazed when I go into someone's home, like a daughter of somebody who I might know, and I see that the daughter's home is exactly like the mother's home. And then, it's almost like that was sort of imposed upon her. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean, and sometimes whether it's imposed upon the person or it's the daughter that hasn't really connected to her own sense of style
to who
yet.
she really is, or maybe she's afraid to connect to that person.
She could be, because when you connect to the process of connecting to who you really are, you have to let go of who you're really not.
Right.
And that can be scary.
I'm telling you, you are way more than this person who designs these spaces. He's kind of a shaman, I have to say. Okay, so the dream board, I love the dream board part, but my favorite part of the book is all about the manifesting the future. And there is a whole process that you take people through to do that in the book, right?
I do. It's in manifesting the future from connecting to your dream, from your taste level and your style and the feeling tones of what you'd like to be living in. It's like, manifesting the future. The whole thing of Soul Space is really about manifesting the future.
Yeah.
Once you clear out the space, and now you have room for the future to come in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you have to make room in order for the future to come in, but you also have to know what you want to experience or have a sense of, or the perfume of what you want to bring in from the future to be present in your reality.
Right. And I think it's, when I was reading the book, I thought this would be a really great place for someone to begin who is really wanting to go on that sort of spiritual, personal, transformational journey, because although there are parts of it that are scary, it doesn't feel like, you have to really step so far outside of your comfort zone, because you get to stay within where you're comfortable. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Well, absolutely. And the thing is that it's not, it can be scary, but it can be very exciting to find and discover the aspects of ourselves that we haven't connected to yet.
Yeah, it's like you get to go to a self-discovery workshop in your own home.
Exactly. So you have a safe environment to explore yourself and to try things out and to test things. And it's like, and if we can't do that in our home, we're not going to do it anywhere.
That's right. So I think it feels very safe. And I mean, when you talked about the perfume of your home, which I get is the essence and the smell and everything. But I mean, you can go purchase a candle. I was burning a candle when I was doing this, and it was my very favorite candle. And it felt comforting to do that. But so you have to invest in what is the scent that, that makes you excited? What is the scent that soothes you? What makes you feel good, right?
Exactly. Because Soul Space is about discovering what truly supports you.
Yeah.
And so we have to take the responsibility to support ourselves in whatever ways we can, especially through these very challenging times. And once we start connecting to what we need to be supported in, then we can start communicating to other people how we need to be supported by them.
Right. Oh, I don't want to take a break, Paul. I have to take a break, Soren. I'll be right back. You're listening to the Cindy Laverty Show. Stay with us. Hi.